Hi. Hey guys, so I'm back with another video. I kind of was really busy with school and I'm still trying to keep up with my online classes, but that's okay. So I'm kind of surprised that I got like, I think over 100 views on this video, but it's not that much compared to other YouTubers, so I'm not really gonna brag about it because, you know, it's a start, so yay, I'm thankful for that. So the topic of today is gonna be books. Now, before I start talking about books, I just wanna say, I got a new chair! Ah! So apparently it was for my dad, but then my dad was like, you know what, you can have it. I wanna have my old chair back. So I'm like, thank you. And this is a gaming chair. And for you guys that do not know me, I am a huge gamer. I'm not that good at it, but I'm trying to like improve. So if I ever want to play my Xbox or my Switch, I can play in this chair. And it's just so relaxing. It's like, ooh, like you should sit in this chair. I'm just, I'm loving it. So on with the actual video.
Sounds great.
So, I'm going to be talking about my top 3 favorite books and my number 1 favorite series, and I'll just continue on from there. So, top 3 favorite books. I'm gonna start off with the Problem with Forever. Now, Problem with Forever, I really am in love with this book. Now, this is basically about a girl who was in a really bad foster home when she was a child, and she developed a really, I think it was like a defense mechanism of just not talking and staying silent because, you know, if she ever talked in her house, in the foster house, then she would get smacked when she was little. And there was a little boy named Ryder that lived in the same foster home, but they split once they found out that the foster home was terrible. And they run into each other while they're in their last year of high school, and they develop feelings, yada yada yada. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you get the gist. So there's that. I'm obviously in love with that book because, oh my god, I could never relate to another book like that. I mean, I'll talk about the series that I can mostly relate to. Second favorite book is obviously Tell Me 3 Things. This book is basically about a girl who moves to California. Of course, obviously, she hates it. And then a random guy from her school messages her. He doesn't tell her who he is or who it is because, you know, obviously it's going to be a dude, though. So the guy emails her, tries to help her out through high school, and then eventually she finds out who he is, and they fall in love. That's a given. Even When You Lie to Me, I have a very funny story about this book. Okay, I have a really funny story about this book. So this book is basically about a teacher and a student who are in love with each other, but they try really hard not to fall in love with each other, but they end up falling in love with each other. Oh my gosh. If you haven't caught on yet, I'm a huge romantic geek. I love romance books. I cannot stop with romance books. I love romance books. Romance books. I can't speak today. Anyways, so funny thing about this book, I actually had to use this book for my 9th grade book report. Now, it was a choose your own book report. Now, obviously, I procrastinated to the very last minute. I was looking through Google, and I was like, books that look interesting to me, yada, yada, yada. I found this on there, and I'm just like, oh, hold on. Okay, if you haven't realized what happened, when I slammed my hand on this book, you see my 2 birds over there. I scared Tori. Tori's the orange one. I scared Tori. I scared him and he flew off. I am so sorry. Okay, so anyways, I was scrolling through Google and this book looked interesting to me. So I'm like, I didn't even read the summary. I never read the summary. And I just told my teacher, Even When You Lie to Me. I told my teacher that. And I didn't even bother reading the summary. I get the book. I start reading. Still not reading the summary. And I see the student having feelings for your teacher. I'm like, wait a minute. So I'm starting to read the summary, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what have I done? What have I chosen for my book? And I cannot change it. I could not change my book. So I had to present how a student and a teacher fall in love and it's forbidden fruit, stuff like that. I'm just, and I go to a private school. A Jesus-loving school. That was the worst mistake I've done. But I ended up getting an A anyways. So, hey, I'm not complaining about that anymore. I thought it was a funny story. My number one favorite series is obviously the Laura Jean series. To all the boys I loved before, P.S. I still love you, and Always and Forever Laura Jean. Now, these books. Honestly, this is the series I can mostly relate to. Falling in love with a guy that you cannot even get, and then having a fake relationship with him, then end up falling in love with him. Now, I cannot relate to the story plot, but I can relate to the character. I love romance novels. I love reading. I have really bad social anxiety. I am not good at conversations. I am not good at that. The reason why I can make YouTube videos is because for some reason I know for a fact that I'm not talking to a physical person in the being right now because I'm talking to a camera, and then you guys are watching this, so yeah, I can relate to the character. I can really relate to Laura Jean. Romance, social awkwardness, and I am kind of shy. Like, if someone really mean and I hate comes up to me and tries to, like, show her dominance, I'm not gonna show that I'm scared of her because I'm pretty sure that I don't want to look weak. I will not let them stumble over me. That's a tip of the day. Don't let people walk all over you. There's your tip of the day. I didn't even scare him that time. Now I'm going to go on to the topic of books that I have read for school. Now, I'm going to go down the list. It's just the grades I got books in. Now, obviously, I am very bad in history. I am really bad in history. I don't even know how the heck I passed that class. So, this was obviously an extra credit book, The Scarlet Pimpernel. I do not remember anything about this book. And I'm not going to bother reading it. The summary, I mean. The Hiding Place. Still don't remember anything about this book either. It was for history class. We were assigned to it. I don't remember anything. I didn't like it. Lord of the Flies. This book I actually remember. It was for my British literature class. This is basically about a bunch of kids trapped on an island after an airplane crashed, and they're basically trying to survive. But they all, some of them, half of them, majority of them go savage. They become savages. Now you have Ralph trying to be the leader. Apparently, he didn't put himself in that position. People put him there. But then you have jerks like Jack trying to ruin Ralph. He's trying to ruin Ralph, trying to become the leader of the tribe, or so-called tribe. But they're all a bunch of little kids, and they don't know what they're doing, and eventually some of them die. I'm not going to say which ones die, because I don't want to speak about it. The Screwtape Letters. This is obviously a Christian book. It's about devils writing to each other in letters. It's Screwtape writing to a younger devil named Wormwood, apparently. He's teaching him how to screw. It's teaching him how to mess with humans and make them commit sin. Yeah. Anyways, I'm in AP Literature. So apparently I ended up getting 2 books from Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble, because there's no S after Nobles. Actually know a gamer tag person called Coolest Noble. He is not cool. He's the exact opposite. And if he's watching this, hi. So, first book that we started reading in my AP Literature class is the Aeneid. Now, I did not understand anything from this book. I don't remember anything about this book. Because We jumped to different pages. I can't. I'm not gonna read it because I don't want to waste time. Now, she told us, after we read the Aeneid, we need to find a different book to write about. So I chose This Side of Paradise. Now, this is obviously a romance book because I love romance. I only had 2 weeks to read it, and I was stressing about my online classes and business math. I dropped business math, by the way. So I tried to read this. This is how far I've gotten. I'm not gonna read the about because, again, I'm trying not to waste time, but obviously that is like the 3rd time already. Anyways, this book, I'm not gonna bother reading it, but obviously it is a romance book. Gulliver's Travels. This book, okay? Again, we were jumping around different pages, different parts of the story. I wanted to understand the entire thing. Now this book, it's only Gulliver that's talking. He doesn't explain what the other characters are saying. I guess he's talking in his own narrative. It's very emotionless. Emotionless. However you say it, let me know, because I don't even know. I didn't understand any of it. Like, sure, my teacher was explaining it every time when we read something, like even the part where he said he was peeing on top of a castle because there was a fire. Last but not least, now I'm gonna rant about this book because we did have a discussion about this book today. Brave New World. Now, I like the cover. This, oh my goodness, this wasn't even my choice. But oh well. So anyways, Brave New World is a very interesting book. I question everything about it. Apparently this book is about a different civilization where a bunch of people have this drug called Soma that helps them be happy and oblivious the entire time they are in their city. Now obviously the city is complete chaos. You have people doing inappropriate things at random times, having multiple partners of lovers, and babies growing in tubes. Then you have the Savage Place, which is obviously in New Mexico. I did not know that it was in New Mexico until we had the discussion today. Thank you. AP Literature class. Thank you. So yeah, apparently that the Savages are the so-called Indians, and they actually do have marriage. They have one partner and one partner only. It's just basically how things should be, you know, civilized. Unlike the so-called utopian world. They are called savages. I think it should be the other way around. But anyways, apparently a guy named Bernard goes over there to New Mexico and he's very happy there. Apparently he would prefer New Mexico over the so-called utopian. Then there's a guy named John who is Bernard's child, I believe. And he feels like he doesn't belong anywhere, and so he ends up dead. I'm not gonna say how, but he ends up dead. So yeah, apparently it's because he didn't fit in very well with any place. He didn't fit in with the savages. He didn't fit in with the utopians. Apparently he didn't fit in anywhere. He dies at a lighthouse. I question that. I question that story so much. I question it. Now, that is, I honestly want to challenge you guys. If my 5th graders are watching this, you know what I'm gonna say. I challenge you guys to at least spend 1 week without a screen. Anything with a screen on it, do not look at it, do not play with it, do not even watch Netflix, Hulu, or whatever the heck you watch. Just stay away from screens for a while. Because I actually did it before and I spent an entire week just reading. I actually finished my list of books earlier than expected. And I ended up buying more books and finishing it by the end of the week. So I actually had a really fun, refreshing time. It doesn't have to be with reading too. You can even play outside. You can play instruments. I mean, I play 3. But yeah, it's really relaxing. It's really rejuvenating. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very happy with it. So try it. I really hope you guys try that challenge, staying away from screens for an entire week. I highly suggest you do it during your spring break because that only lasts for a week. So yeah. If you stayed to the end of this video, thank you so very much for it, and I really hope that you like my video and subscribe and comment down below. Please do not hesitate to tell me any topics or suggestions that you think I should do for my next video. I am really open to any suggestions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please subscribe, comment down below, give me a thumbs up, and bye!